All right, everybody. This is the first installment of the Is It Worth It podcast. I'm Zach Ferguson. This is Joe Setyen. He's super awkward. This is going to be a great time. We're going to love it.
You know, I feel like Mike Francesa on this show with with my Diet Coke and drinking this stuff. Yeah, you don't know who Mike Francesa is?
No, I literally have no idea who that is. I'm drinking kombucha, which is the first time, not the first time I've ever had this, but like my girl really loves kombucha, and I think it's pretty gross for the most part.
That stuff's nasty.
It smells really bad. But anyway, that's not what this show's about. We're going to be talking about pop culture, basically. Entertainment, either when it comes to movies, TV shows. We pretty much are going to review just about anything you can think of. First off, this podcast is as if your friends made one. It's not supposed to be serious. We're just going to have fun with it and see where it goes. It's like if you ask your friend, hey, what'd you think of that show? And they're going to give you an honest review of it. So that's what we're here for. And we would love comments on the videos. We would love for you to reach out to us personally on our Instagram or Twitter handles, which we'll throw in at the end of the podcast. We won't worry about that right now. That way we can actually review some of the stuff that you guys want to watch. Or you can ask us if we've already seen something, and then we can talk about it on the next podcast. So I want to start this thing off hot. I want to get started. We just recently watched the new Dave Chappelle special on Netflix. And I've heard a lot of good things and a lot of bad things about this. A lot of people are outraged. Personally, I think it's great for comedy when people can say whatever the hell they want and don't have to worry. He's a big enough voice at this point that like he can do what he wants. You know what I mean?
What would a comedy show be if people weren't outraged? I mean, that's what makes it fun.
I mean, like, okay, but at the same time, though, like, think about some of the other, like, great comedians. You love Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Jerry Seinfeld fan. I just couldn't get into Seinfeld, some of the dry humor. I love dry humor. It was just too much for me sometimes. I don't know. I don't feel like he ever was really that, like, divisive, I guess is the right word.
Yeah, but we live in a new age of comedy, I think. Like, Jerry Seinfeld was great at what he did, and his thing was Seinfeld. He was his own character. Dave Chappelle's character is outrage and just saying outrageous shit and getting people mad. Yeah, that's what Dave Chappelle is about. That's what Kevin Hart's about. That's what Louis C.K. is. They're outrage people. They get people mad.
Can't drop that name really anymore.
Maybe not Louis C.K. because he did some stuff.
Okay, he did some stupid shit, but that doesn't mean the guy life.
He's still funny. He's still probably one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah, just because he did something stupid doesn't mean he isn't funny. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
it's like we do stupid stuff all the time. That doesn't mean I'm not who I am. Still,
I mean, the Lord of the Rings movies are still great. Harvey Weinstein's a piece of shit.
Oh,
he made them. The Lord of the Rings movies are the greatest trilogy of all time, in my opinion. And Harvey Weinstein was a horrible guy. Raped women, assaulted women, but he still made.
We know he did all those bad things, but what you just said, I don't know if I can let that one pass. You see what you shall not pass.
Because it would have been better if you hadn't explained it.
Stop listening to this podcast.
If you hadn't explained it, it would have been funnier.
Please just don't listen to me at all. Yeah. This is what this is about, basically. Okay, my thing is, you really think that's the best trilogy of all time?
What's better than that?
Star Wars?
Star Wars,
the original trilogy?
Yeah, but the third one sucked.
You think Return of the Jedi sucked?
Well, it didn't suck, but in comparison to Empire, it's terrible.
Are you dumb?
Yeah, look at the Ewoks.
What about the Godfather trilogy?
Yeah, the third one sucked. Nobody likes the third one.
Okay, the second Lord of the Rings isn't that great.
The second is the best one.
Are you dumb? Return of the King is clearly the best.
No, look at Helm's Deep.
What? That's right at the end. Who cares about that?
Well, the rest of the movie is just this awesome, epic battle between good and evil and Orkai.
Joe, that's the whole trilogy. Yeah. That's not just the second one.
The second one is the best because it has the best moments. It's the best if you like the siege warfare type of genre. It's the best movie.
Did you even watch Return of the King? That's like the entire movie.
Yeah, but it's too full of action, it's just too...
It has one of the best, scenes in cinematography at the end. Where Aragorn...
The 6 endings that they had.
Shut up.
Where
Aragorn...
Which one of the endings was
right
that?
at the Black Gate, okay?
Yeah.
The original ending, the one that they stuck with, not all the extra behind-the-scenes extra credit bullshit, okay? Where he is at the Black Gate with everybody... And he turns around as the light shines through the Black Gate, and he says, "For Frodo." And then they go off.
That's a great scene.
And
that's a great scene.
And you think,
hours is better. I think that the riders of Rohan riding down that hill, the Uruk-hai are ready to meet him, and then the light shines in their faces.
Yeah, that's a gangster scene.
It's just archetype good versus evil.
It doesn't beat the finality.
It does beat the finality.
Okay, but you keep talking.
It's the greatest scene in cinematography history.
Cinematography history, you're being dumb now. You're not even making sense. Here's the problem with what you're saying. All you're saying is the good and evil stuff, okay? Literally, the third movie is about the finality of the good versus evil, where good actually beats evil. So if you want to use that as an excuse, the third one's better.
They're both... You're proving my point, which is that they're both great movies, which is why it's the best trilogy of all time.
Okay, but The Godfather 2 is probably top 3 of the best movies of all time.
The Godfather 3 sucks.
So, but here's the thing.
It's about the full trilogy.
Sure, but what do you do as your top 3 movies of all time? Is one of the Lord of the Rings movies in your top 3 movies of all time? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Or... what do you think is the best movie of all time? Not your favorite, because those are 2 different questions.
I'll give you my top 5 movies of all time right now.
I could guess your number 1.
What's that?
Pulp Fiction.
No.
What is it?
The Two Towers.
Are you serious, Joe?
Yeah.
That's your number 1
That's
favorite?
my number 1 favorite.
Oh, man, I'm rethinking this podcast. Keep going.
Number 2, Pulp Fiction.
Okay. I was pretty freaking close.
Number 3, Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, that's clearly the best Star Wars movie. We can both agree on that, right? Okay.
Easily.
That's fair.
Easily.
That's
yeah,
fair.
Yeah, not even.
Okay.
Number 4.
By the way, Rogue One, probably top 3 of the best Star Wars movies of all time.
We'll come back to that. That's Olympus Has Fallen.
Are you serious?
One of the greatest, most BS underrated action thriller movies of all time.
We're talking about a B-rate action.
Gerard Butler
action movie.
Terrorists in the White House is not a B-rate movie
compared to a Rambo or a Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, of 60-year-old Tom Cruise running around everywhere.
How old do you think Gerard Butler is?
He was.
I'm looking it up right now.
He was 43.
We're going to look up how old Gerard Butler is right now.
He was 44 when it came out.
You heard him. If he's not 44 when this came out,
it came out in 2013, and he's born in 1969.
All right, here's something you guys need to know about Joe. He knows the weirdest things like that. He knows all these celebrities' birth dates. He knows baseball players' birth dates. It's weird. I don't know why he does, but he's like Rain Man with birth dates.
That's a good movie too.
But it's not.
That's
top
a good
5.
movie. No, I'm not top 5.
Gerard Butler is 49.
49?
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Because he's born in 1969.
Yes.
And that movie came out in 2013. So he was 44.
What's this year?
It's 2019.
Yeah. He's not 49 yet, though, because he was born November 13th. Why does Wikipedia say of 69?
Oh, I don't know. It's Wikipedia anyway.
Oh, wait. No. I'm being stupid.
Yeah.
He would be 50 this year.
Yeah, he's going to be 50 this year.
Tom Cruise... I'm not talking about the newest Mission Impossible. I'm talking any of them.
Okay, I haven't seen.
Die Hard.
Die Hard's fine. Die Hard's a good classic action movie. It's not great.
Olympus Has Fallen is better than Gladiator.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god! Listen, we were gonna come on this show and we were gonna be professionals, and you think you can just come up in here
and say that Olympus Has Fallen, and talk about one of the better movies probably ever made?
You think? Listen, this is off the script right now. You think you can come in here and you can not watch Gladiator and expect to be on this show right now?
Is it? I heard good things. But we'll see.
I have not been this hurt in a long time, and we will have a good discussion on the way home tonight. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to Star Wars, though.
Yeah.
So,
good movie. Good stuff.
You hate the prequels.
Well, yeah, they're...
Okay, now...
Nobody likes the prequels.
That's bull.
Some weirdos
That's
like the prequels.
Okay.
Watch Mr. Plinkett on YouTube. He has the best takedown of the prequels. Watch it. Best 6 hours of your life.
Is pretty funny. That guy is pretty funny. I will give you that. So I got a couple questions about the prequels, though. And this is coming... We're pretty big Star Wars nerds here for the most part. Do you think Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord?
No.
Idiot. Clearly a Sith Lord.
They weren't dumb enough. George Lucas isn't smart enough to have that much.
Okay, don't you dare curse about George Lucas on this show, first off.
No, I'll tell you.
That man is a
I'll tell you
saint.
what was great about the original movies was that George Lucas had barely anything to do with them. He
What do
had
you mean
other
barely
people,
had anything to do with them?
He created the idea, and then he had other people telling him what to do and what not to do.
He created the idea.
And then once he was successful, he decided he was going to make 3 more movies, and everyone was afraid of him at that point, and nobody told him what to do. And look what we got. We got 3 of the most disappointing movies since ever.
Okay, here's the thing. Go ahead. You come up with a completely original idea on your own, a giant universe worth of ideas, and then you tell me that you didn't work hard on that.
He worked hard on it. It just sucked.
Something that...
You can work hard on something and it can still
No, you
suck.
said he had nothing to do with the originals.
Oh, he had stuff to do with it, but
Well,
it wasn't all,
he's going
it
back
wasn't
on
all
his
him.
stuff.
It wasn't all him.
Of
He had
course it
other
wasn't
people
all
all
him.
around him. And nobody said no to him in the prequels.
That's fair. I will give you that. There were a lot of stupid things in the prequels. I think most of us can agree on that. Like, okay. The
I
Phantom
hate sand. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that was a really dumb line. Okay. And then, okay, we can talk about the, frick, what is the name of the, like, little particles that have, like, the force in them?
Metachlorians.
Yeah. Whatever that stupid thing
Nobody
was.
cares.
They never talked about that again, ever.
You have Qui-Gon. You have them wasting Liam Neeson.
Oh my gosh,
You have
freaking Liam
a
Neeson.
waste of a character.
He is literally one of my favorite actors of all time, and they barely used him.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have Darth Maul talk like at all.
And then they
He
have
had, like, 3
Samuel L.
lines.
Jackson, who's famous. The only thing he's famous
my
for
gosh.
is being a guy who shouts a lot and gets mad. And he's supposed to be this calm Jedi, and he never shouts in the movie.
Exactly. Like, that literally isn't how he
Have you
works
seen
at all.
Die Hard? Have you seen Pulp Fiction? Do you
Yeah.
know what Samuel L.
Yeah.
Jackson is good at? And they took it away from him.
Not entirely, though, because in Revenge of the Sith, he got to be more...
Yeah, and then he died.
Yeah, that's fair. We never saw him die, though. Got his hand chopped off.
Sure, he's not.
Got some lightning on him, and then hopped out the window. Didn't,
Let's go back to the newer Star Wars that are coming out.
Like the
original,
the new trilogy,
the new one that's about to end.
Okay, so my question is, before I'm sure you have a good question about this. I want to know, first off, before this new movie comes out, I'm sure that your opinion won't really change because I know you, and you're more of the original trilogy type. Name your top 3 Star Wars movies as of right now. And then once the movie actually comes out, we can review this again, and we can say, hey, we were dumb, because this might be a really good movie. Sure. We aren't sure, but
it's definitely Empire Strikes Back.
Clearly. That is obviously number 1. Oh, man, I don't know.
Force Awakens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then Rogue One.
Damn, okay. Now, give me reasonings behind that.
Obviously, Empire Strikes Back, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Sure.
You got Darth Vader, Luke, I'm your father, all that stuff. Doesn't really need that much of explanation.
Literally some of the most classic
A New
scenes.
Hope is not that far behind it just because it revolutionized
That's fair.
movie history.
That is fair.
Force Awakens, I like it because it gets... The plot sucks. We agree the plot is a ripoff of A New Hope.
Oh, 100% of
after 10 years of no Star Wars, except the cartoons, and the cartoons don't count because they suck.
Not all of them sucked.
But whatever.
The original Clone Wars cartoon was
it gets
really
you
good.
excited about Star Wars again, and it gets you into these cool characters, and you're into it, and you're like,
fair.
yeah, Star Wars is back. You know what? I can get with that, and it's just it gets you back into it.
Now, I think what is fun about the new trilogies is that, like, you got to think, like, so this brings a whole new generation into Star Wars too.
Right.
So, like, my dad grew up, he's going to be 49 this year. So when the first movie came out, he saw it at the drive-ins, like, when he was 7.
Sure.
Okay. So he grew up watching these. Then when the prequels came out, he got to watch them with me when I was a kid. So that was a cool bonding moment that we could have. And now, I mean, I'm 24. Technically, I really could have kids at this point. I would be able to then have that with my kids.
Right.
So I do really like what they've done with that. I do agree. We agree on the fact that clearly Force Awakens is a ripoff of A New Hope.
Yeah, it's the plot. There's no plot. It's the same plot.
And it is very similar with The Last Jedi, too, except for, I think they did go a lot more original with The Last Jedi. And a lot of people were really shitting on the Yoda scene. Like,
I liked the Yoda scene.
Well, I mean, because he was the, like, weird puppet version of Yoda.
He's
like,
still Frank Oz.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, that's not the problem that a lot of people were having. It was just, like, the whole, like, it's kind of weird that you did the puppet version since we were used to the prequels and he was CGI animated a lot more and stuff like that. But I thought that was, like, one of the best scenes in any of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, because you haven't seen Yoda in so long.
Yeah.
You know?
And I would say that my top three would be Empire, probably Rogue One, and then I honestly might put The Last Jedi third.
Really? Where's no A New Hope?
No, I think that would probably be 4 for me. Because I understand what you're saying about like it revolutionizing things a lot, but I really think that Disney had like, because I just think that people aren't giving Rogue One enough credit. Like it was literally a one-off movie that connects you to A New Hope.
Sure.
Like, without really having to connect you. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have to, like,
I like
force
Rogue
it
One.
too much.
It's a good movie. The thing is...
Why isn't it in your top 3, though?
You don't care about the characters enough.
Bull.
There's so much action and shouting and shooting, and you just don't care about the...
Oh, my gosh. You're going to tell me the end of it, where basically everybody dies, you didn't care.
I mean, you knew they were going to die. From the start, right?
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, if you didn't really watch Star Wars and care too much about Star Wars, you might not have known that they died.
It didn't stand alone on itself. A New Hope stands alone. You can just watch that movie and it's great.
That's fair.
Even Empire, you watch that movie and it's great. They establish everything. It's a great standalone film. Rogue One is great as part of something that connects 2 separate trilogies that are part of the same franchise, but it doesn't stand alone. It's not a movie that you want to go and see unless you're a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, I don't know. I would probably say the reason I have those 3, obviously, Empire Strikes Back. We can just both agree that like, across the board is just almost a perfect movie.
Yeah.
That's up there with The Godfather with me. Like, one of the Godfather 2
Olympus
specifically.
Has Fallen, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. We're not doing this. I need a new co-host. So anybody who's out there, if you want to join me and do this podcast, just hit me up. We won't tell Joe. He's fine. So Empire, obviously. Incredible. Rogue One, I thought, especially for being a Disney movie, in the new Disney Star Wars universe, was pretty dark.
Yeah.
It was a lot more bleak than we're used to for Disney movies. And I thought that was them stepping outside their box.
Sure.
That was them saying, you know what? We're going to do Star Wars justice. Like, I know a lot of people liked Force Awakens because it was Disney, mimicking A New Hope, obviously, but it felt like they were being more grown up about it, which a lot of people were afraid of with the new Star Wars that were coming out, that Disney wasn't going to push the boundaries.
Yeah.
With Rogue One, they totally did that.
They did it with Force Awakens too, because they killed Han Solo. Spoilers.
Oh my gosh. That blew my mind when they did that.
Yeah.
Like, I was not even close to expecting that. How long do you think Carrie Fisher is going to be in the new movie?
I don't know. I've heard that they filmed most of her scenes before she passed away.
I don't even know how you kill her off, I get. Like, they probably won't kill her off, per se. It'll probably be like one of those sad scenes where, like, the rebels are, like, going off to this mission or whatever, and then they just don't ever come back and see her or something like that.
Yeah. I think that they're going to do something good with her. Mm-hmm. Because obviously, I mean, it's been a while since she's died. It's been almost 2 years at this point.
Has it been 2 years already?
Almost.
Wow. Man, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, just a sad life.
Yeah, obviously all the drug problems and stuff like that, but man, that is crazy to think.
And she was a real inspirational person. She really used her sad life to help other people.
Yeah, like past the drug addiction portion, where like she was clean and everything. And that's what really sucks too when you think about it. Is like she had been clean for a long time.
Yeah.
And
then
very
open about her problems.
And that was great, and she helped a lot of people with it, and then still caught up with her.
Yeah,
that's crazy, and she was really young too.
Yeah, she was only in her 60s.
Yeah, and then 50s. Harrison Ford's like 80 now. Like,
yeah, he's 70 something. I think he's really getting up there.
Yeah. But okay, can we talk about probably the dumbest thing that the latest trilogy did? Yeah. Okay. What do you think was the dumbest thing? And I'll tell you what I think is like clearly the dumbest thing that they did in this recent trilogy.
Well, there's no villain. The villain isn't good enough.
Ooh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Because Snopes or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Snopes. Nobody. The fact-checking website Snopes.
Nobody. See, he's such a bad villain
that you didn't even remember his name.
He's just a guy, and he's dead now.
Yeah.
Adam Driver, who plays Darth, whatever his name is, or Kylo Ren. Yeah, he's
Darth, whatever his name is.
He's a great actor, but I mean, the villain itself is not particularly scary. And then even the new
he just seems like a sad little boy whose mom and dad didn't care about him.
And then like,
great sounds like every kid in third grade right now.
Seriously,
good job, Adam Driver.
And then even the is it the New Order they're called?
I don't know if it's just the new
First Order. The First Order. The First Order.
Yeah.
Isn't they're sort of, they came out of the Empire, but they were like rebelling against the Republic.
I feel like they don't really talk about them that much.
Talk about where they came from, and they just don't really set that up in a good enough way to understand it. So just the villain isn't that great. What do you think is the worst part?
Now I'm talking about a very specific point in these movies. You brought up a good like overarching like this is the dumb thing about it.
Is it Mark Hamill squeezing that cow thing?
Oh no, that was hilarious. Yeah. First off, okay, let me be clear with you guys. This is the dumbest thing I maybe have ever seen in a movie. Okay, that's how passionate I am about this. They had Princess Leia have force powers out of nowhere.
Oh no,
she floated through space. Listen, no oxygen mask, nothing at all. Out of nowhere, Princess Leia.
No, that part makes sense. What are you talking about?
How the hell does that make sense?
If you look at
when in any of the Star Wars movies have they ever been able to just float somewhere? They don't float, Joe.
Well, the Force does what the Force needs to do, and I'll tell you. Back in...
What does that even mean?
It was either Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. They say, Luke is the last hope, and they say, no, there is another. And they're talking about his twin sister. His twin sister has always been sort of hinted that she has some sort of dark force power that are just dormant.
But there was literally
nothing. And that's the first time that you actually see that she has the Force inside of her because she's a Skywalker.
But we have literally never seen a Jedi ever just be like, you know what? I'm going to use my powers and I'm just going to float over there real quick.
It's the Force.
Like, if it was Darth Vader, maybe I'd understand because he has like a mask on. He can like breathe.
It's like in
space.
Harry Potter when you're a kid and you just do the magic and you don't even know just because of like it's a visceral reaction. It's the same thing. You're not trying to do it. It just happens.
Yeah, she was basically dead. I still think it was dumb. Whatever. Okay. So if you had to guess on a scale of 1 to 10, how good this last movie is going to actually be. Okay. So we've seen the trailers. We know what's going on. Okay. Or at least we think we know what's going on. So many different theories are out there now. I mean, there's been theories for a long time about this stuff. I feel like there's a new one every day, and a lot of them are really good, which kind of sucks when you read fan theories sometimes.
Sure.
And then you go and see the movie, and it wasn't the thing that you hoped it would be. So I kind of like go back and forth sometimes on whether or not I actually want to like read those things, because then I'm just going to get disappointed anyway. But if you had to rate it, okay, 1 to 10, what do you think it'll probably end up being?
6.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you think the last one was?
Like a 7.
What about Force Awakens? You put it at like 8?
Like an 8 or a 9. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. What about you?
Man, I'm hoping for an 8. Just because I don't think they're going to do another trilogy after this. Mm-hmm. Like, they'll do these, like, one-off things, like The Mandalorian is going to be that Disney series and stuff like that.
They have more trilogies coming. There's no Skywalker trilogies.
Really?
Yeah. The Game of Thrones guys are making a Star Wars trilogy.
Wait, they're making a whole trilogy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because
they ruined that end of that show, and I didn't even watch that show, but I know the outrage from it.
Yeah, but I mean, people will still probably watch it.
They'll still watch it. Why would you ruin it like that? That's annoying. Anyway, I'm hoping for an 8. Mm-hmm. I think realistically it'll probably be a 6 or a 7
for sure. Yeah.
I'm hoping that Rey is actually Kylo's twin sister. Thoughts on that?
I feel like Leia would have had to know, though, right? You know, if she had twins, you know, that's something you're aware of usually.
Well, yeah, but they never said that Ben Kylo was an only child. I don't think they ever referenced that.
No, they haven't. For one thing,
Luke and Leia didn't know about each other till God knows when.
Yeah. I think that it would be poetic, you know, because you already have sort of this theme throughout the Skywalker saga of...
Saga? What is a saga?
Saga? I don't know.
Saga?
Saga, yeah.
What are you looking at, Joe? You got it on your phone there?
Nothing.
No, let me see it.
No,
I just want to see
Twitter. It was just Twitter.
Who's tweeting at you?
It was just Twitter.
What is it?
It was just something I posted on Twitter.
What are they posting about you?
Yeah. So I think that the saga
there you go
includes all of this poetic stuff about twins and secret identities and not knowing who your dad is or your mom is, and I think it would be poetic to do that. I don't think they will.
Well, I mean, they already did. I think like such a repeat with the Force Awakens.
The thing would be if they brought back Obi-Wan in some way and were like, yeah, Rey is like Obi-Wan's kid or something.
But with who?
I don't know.
They've never even
Tatooine chick.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
But Obi-Wan was
like a
always
Tusken Raider.
But Obi-Wan was always like with the Jedi Council about like, hey man, probably shouldn't get married. Hey man, don't
but it would
have
been later.
Kids.
It would have been later on because I mean she's young enough where you know.
Well, yeah, but he wouldn't. Wait, no, there's no way she's the right age for that though.
Well, maybe yeah. No, you're right.
No, she's not the right age for that.
Right. I like the theory that she is Darth Vader's spirit, basically, and that
I haven't heard this theory. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that his spirit sort of reanimated inside of her. So like
how?
She's actually,
with the midichlorians?
Something like that, yeah. So she's like actually Darth Vader.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense though, with like the whole Anakin, like so that's why he was evil type of thing.
That's why she sort of has this pull towards the lightsaber because that's his lightsaber.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait, but that's why I think that she just might be a Skywalker though.
Well, Darth Vader is a Skywalker.
Well, no, that's what I mean, though, is like, I think that she's probably just a Skywalker. Like, that's a cool idea, but I feel like that's going, like, to Inception, like.
Yeah, probably.
Where it's like, man, it's this dream inside a dream inside a dream, and they got lightsabers, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, all right, that's probably too much. All right. We're done talking about Star Wars. You guys probably don't care enough about that. We're just nerds when it comes to that. All right, so... You really didn't watch a lot of, like, the Marvel, like, cinematic universe.
No.
Why?
I think they seemed like good movies, but at some point, you know, you just get so behind, and there's just so much
I mean, there's 23 of them, I think, something like that.
Or more, probably more than that at this point. And after the second Iron Man, you know, it just got hard to keep up.
Dude, but that's because Iron Man 2 sucked.
Well, that was the one with the guy with, like, the octopus arms, right?
Okay, first up, that's Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2. You're talking about the dude who had like the lightning bolt.
Yeah,
like,
that's the one. That's the one.
and it's Mickey Rourke.
Okay.
You know who that is?
No.
Okay. Used to be a really good looking guy. Okay. And then I think it was drugs or something, but now he's got
in real life, not just the character.
Yeah, no, in real life his name is Mickey Rourke.
Okay.
And he like was big, strong, handsome, like looked like James Dean. Like this dude was a smoke. Okay. Then like I'm pretty sure he just started doing a lot of drugs and his face got super old. I don't even think he's that old. Let me show you before and after.
Yeah.
Keep up the banner for a second
Sure.
while I check.
But yeah, it's hard to keep up with them. I've heard they're all great movies, but you know, there's only so many things you can.
Yeah, but not all of them are great. You know what I mean? Like,
well, no, because I haven't seen most of them.
well,
so.
obviously,
The ones I've seen have been good. You know, Black Panther,
Sheesh.
Ant-Man, Spider-Man.
okay, here's what. Oh man, see this happens so often that people literally have taken like side by side pictures of what he used to look like. I didn't even type in Mickey Rourke young and old. Like it was the first thing that popped up when I looked at this. Okay.
Sure.
You're not going to believe this is the same guy.
Who's that guy? That looks like Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah. That's him.
Is he a woman now?
That's him. No.
Oh, are you sure?
That's just how messed up he looks now.
You're
Okay.
sure that's still
this
a
is,
dude?
This is the same guy. Okay.
Dude, that looks like Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, man. You probably can't even see it. It's too bright. But we all know it is rough looking. That's like Steven Tyler. Like Steven Tyler... He's a rough looking guy now. He looks like that old lady up the street that like everybody knows and is like the cool mom that like let the kids drink at their house when they were like 16. She probably smokes like mad cigarettes around you. Probably offers you a couple. Smoking weed with the kids in the basement.
Yeah.
Like you ever get in trouble and your mom can't pick you up or something, she's the lady that's gonna pick you up.
Is that your mom?
Like, no, my mom's a saint. Don't even start that, Joseph. Okay. My mom's too nice. So here's the thing. You're wrong about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I understand. A lot. Doesn't make sense for you to try now. I was always on board with it because I was a big comic book kid. Like, had like hundreds of them under my bed. Sure. Like even, we got a poster over here. This isn't our house. It's our buddy Dan's. And he
That's
loves...
DC.
Yeah. See, you know.
Yeah, well, I watch, the DC, the Arrowverse, you know.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
DC movies suck balls.
I haven't seen any of them, except for,
Yeah, you have?
I saw The Dark Knight.
Yeah, but did you see Superman vs. Batman?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Did you see Justice League?
No.
Did you see Aquaman?
No.
Wonder Woman?
No.
Okay. Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah.
Aquaman was decent. Batman vs. Superman sucked balls. Justice League, horrible. That's basically what this whole show is about, is we're going to give you those hot topic answers that you've been looking for. We can go into more detail about it. I'll just say real fast, Wonder Woman was great. I think that the plot overall, fantastic. I'm just going to give quick ones because Joe's going to sit there awkwardly until we find something he wants to talk about or that he's actually watched or whatever, so it's fine.
I'm going to go on my phone.
Oh, man, of course you are. Freaking go ahead, see what they got on Twitter for you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. No, I bet.
Yeah.
Something good, right?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so Wonder Woman, great plot. I think that they really did her character justice. It felt like it was actually Diana in the comics. Superman, they just can't get it right. Like, Man of Steel was super weird at the beginning with the whole, like, Krypton scene, and then, like, he killed a guy at the end of the movie.
Oh, spoilers.
Superman doesn't do that shit. Like, what is that about?
Now I'm never going to see that movie.
Ben Affleck as Batman was, like, all right, but he's certainly not Christian Bale.
Nobody's Christian Bale.
That guy's a psychopath.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Machinist?
No.
Okay. Watch that movie. He literally weighed, I think, 80 pounds for that role.
I've seen The Prestige, though. That's got Christian Bale.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're jumping too much over the place, so we got plenty of episodes for you guys. Don't worry. Here's my thing, though. They just really don't know how to, like, the fun thing about the Marvel Universe is that because they're, like, because Disney bought them, they're, like, funny at the same time. It's lighthearted, like, humor type, while still mixing in a lot of those, like, adult, like hard to deal with, like people dying type things. That they were able to balance that really well. Where like DC movies, they were all just so dark. And like, I like a good dark movie every now and then, but not when the entire thing is that. And I think that's what they try to do with Shazam, the newest one. I didn't see it because it looked too childish to me. Like, they can't find that happy medium that I feel like a lot of movies.
Well, it's tough when you're Disney
find.
and you're trying to make movies for basically adults and kids at the same time.
But Disney got it right. DC's the one that didn't.
Oh, then who owns DC?
I don't know.
Sony?
Warner Brothers, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I think it was
are,
Warner Brothers.
You know.
All right, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Yeah. Overrated.
Okay, let's not do that. I don't know. I just don't know if DC's ever going to get it right. They keep having Zack Snyder as a director, and he keeps doing the same thing, and everybody keeps saying how terrible the movies are.
Yeah, well, the TV shows are good.
Yeah, but those aren't done by like the same people.
No.
Like the CW, like The Flash, that was a good show.
Yeah.
I really liked that one.
Arrow was good for a few seasons. You know, Supergirl's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard that one's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about that new Disney Plus streaming service that's going to come out?
That's going to be good. You get to see ESPN, hopefully.
Is that what's going to happen?
The sports, yeah. You got the ESPN, the Hulu, and something else.
Oh, like all packaged together
for
or whatever.
like $12 a month. It's
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, you're going to have to see what they do, what sports they actually give you on ESPN.
I feel like they're going to have to give you like the basics, like college football.
Yeah, the
like,
stuff that's actually airing on the network, yeah.
Well, that's probably it. It's probably like, I mean, there's probably research out there, but listen, that's not why you came here. You came here
because you accidentally clicked on it.
Because you accidentally clicked on it, or because you care about two random guys you never met in your entire life talking about stupid shit. Yeah. That's why you're here. And you know what we're going to give you? That stupid shit. We're men of the people. And that's not going to stop anytime soon.
You done?
No. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
What? Oh.
No, go ahead.
What was I talking about?
Something about ESPN.
Yeah. Hopefully they give you ESPN. Hopefully you can watch like the Sunday night baseball, the
Okay, before football. He keeps going, I need to tell you guys right now. One of my favorite things about Joe is we've done podcasts together before. Okay, we didn't do a whole lot with them, but my favorite thing about him is this awkward podcast voice he has. And he's doing it right now where he's trying to be like all prim and proper for you guys and not be like how we would be regularly having a conversation right now. Okay. Sure. I'm even doing it a little bit if I'm being honest because I'm not having as much of a slangy voice that I normally do. But let's just relax. Bring it back. There it is. There it is. Bring them arms down. Show me them muscles. Unbutton that shirt a little. Why aren't you wearing a V-neck? What are you doing, dog? I got done at physical therapy today. That's why I'm wearing this outfit.
Yeah.
This might be my physical therapy outfit from now on. Dude, I was so pathetic.
You always are.
Yeah, that's fair. But, like, I was extra pathetic today. Like, my physical therapist lady even looked at me and was like, ooh, you're sweating. Dude, all I did... Okay, I tore my MCL. That's why I'm going to physical therapy right now. It was about a month ago. No, probably a month and a half now. And they took forever to get my MRI, so I didn't get to go to physical therapy for forever. You want to yawn on this show a little bit more? Am I boring you?
No.
Is that right?
You're never bore me. That's
bull. Joe falls asleep every 5 seconds. You know you got a camera on your face?
I know.
They can see you yawning.
I know. Shut up.
God, he's not a proper co-host. That's why I'm telling you guys. If any of you have any type of expertise in a podcast, just hit me up. Papa Ferguson on Instagram. Ferg the First _ Ferg _ the _ first on Twitter.
Nobody wants to see.
Please.
Nobody wants to see what he posts.
Please, we need somebody else on this show because he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so tore my MCL. Okay. Going physical therapy. I've only gone twice now. And I was on the bike for 10 minutes, barely trying. I am drenched. And I get up to do my other exercises, and she just looks at me. And I have never felt more pathetic in my life.
You have the meat sweats.
Oh, basically. I ain't even eaten anything, really. I didn't really eat today.
Yeah, you should go eat something.
Yeah, we're gonna go get something after this. Joe doesn't want to because he's freaking doing keto, first off. Whatever that garbage is.
Yeah. Oh, I don't drink chicken broth like he did.
So I did do that one time.
Just drinks,
but it's
straight
fine.
from the.
What are you even doing that for? You're not even fat. Show the camera. Show the camera your body. Stand up.
No,
give him a twirl.
Weird. This
give
is
him
weird.
a twirl.
This is weird.
Show him.
Let's move on.
Show him what you got. You don't even have a belly. Where are you going to lose your weight?
Move on.
Where are you going to move it?
Move on.
Where are you losing?
Move on. All right. You want to find another co-host?
So, hold up.
You want to find another co-host?
No. This
is not about entertainment.
Doesn't have to be. They still want us. We're personalities. We're people.
We don't have personality.
That's a lot. I do.
I don't have personality.
We'll get one then.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Let's talk about this later.
You are beautiful the way you are. Okay?
Stop talking to me like Meghan Trainor.
Oh man. Now I feel hurt. But really, why are you trying to lose weight?
No,
Do you just not feel good or
I'm
what?
just trying to be healthy.
How is that being healthy?
Some guy from my high school started messaging me the other day. I haven't talked to anyone from high school in 5 years. He's like, "What up, dude? You still working out?" Dude, I've never worked out in my entire life. I don't know what this dude's talking about. If you're listening to this, Ursuline, like, you're a good dude. Great to hear from you.
Did you just say Ursula, a.k.a. the giant octopus woman from The Little Mermaid?
Ursuline. Okay.
Ursuline. How do you spell that?
I don't remember.
Do it in there. Do it in the mic like a spelling bee. Ursula.
R-S-L-A-N.
Can you use it in a sentence?
So this guy is, I'll just go by his last name, Ali. He's like, dude,
Ali.
Yeah.
Like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, like the boxer dude. He's like,
Ursula Ali, dude.
I'm like, no, I'm not working out. Now, of course, I feel like shit because I'm like, no, I haven't worked out in 5 years. So I'm like, I don't want to work out. I guess I'll just eat healthy.
Not in 5 years.
Well,
but how is keto healthy necessarily?
I don't know, man. Just why don't we leave it at that?
I'm gonna get Del Taco after this, and I'm gonna
get a Diet Coke,
and I'm gonna be so mad at myself tomorrow. But you know what? It's gonna be worth it.
I had Jack in the Box 2 days ago, and it was gross,
dude. That's why you were so sick. Like,
why were you so sick?
I had McDonald's at 11 o'clock at night. You don't think I'm gonna sneeze out my butthole at 8 a.m.? Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't sneeze out my ass way before then. So this is how pathetic it is. We were watching Survivor at my fiance's house. Okay. We were sitting there. It's 11 o'clock at night, and we think to ourselves, man, we really didn't have any dinner or anything. So what do? Go, hey, we could really have some McDonald's right now because, like, nothing else is open.
Yeah.
Like,
Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is open.
But that is way worse than McDonald's, in my opinion. Yeah. Like,
that's what you do when you just...
Like if we're going tiers, I'm going, like, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Del Taco.
It's like, if you want to kill yourself, you get Jack in the Box, and then you shoot yourself.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You'll be dead before the bullet even hits you because of the
Jack and it won't even feel that bad because you're like, whatever. I just don't feel good about myself anyway.
But here's the thing. We were sitting there, and we were like, man, we're just really hungry. And Sonic wasn't open either. Apparently, they closed at 11 o'clock. I didn't know that. Yeah. But we were like, okay, so we're fat and we don't want to get up and actually go to McDonald's, even though it's, mind you, 3 minutes away. That's how pathetic we were. It's 11 o'clock at night. Neither of us wanted to move. That's fair.
So you ordered in from McDonald's.
We door dashed McDonald's.
How is that even worth it?
Oh, it wasn't. not a bit of it was worth it. Not what happened to my body the next day. Like, we got the Big Mac box thing. You remember when we got that one time?
No.
You do?
No.
Okay. Probably because you died because of it. It's 2 Big Macs. Listen to this. 2 Big Macs. 2...
What is this, a McDonald's ad?
2 medium fries. No, because it sneezed out my ass. But McDonald's, if you want to sponsor, that'd be great.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, God, that's terrible.
Nope,
stop. That's copyright probably, and we probably are going to get sued now. Thanks, Joe. First episode ever. We're already off the air, guys. Doing great.
It's okay. No, it's fair use because if you're commenting on it, then you're good. If you're making like...
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Joe's my lawyer now, I guess. And then you got 2 10-piece nuggets. That's where I got those extra nuggets today. Popped them in the toaster oven before we came over. Had 7 nugs left.
Yeah. You know why you only had 7?
Because I ate 3 of them.
Because I ate the other.
No, you didn't! You went in the fridge and ate my
Not
cold
today.
nuggets.
Yeah, like 2 days ago.
When and why?
Because they were in the fridge, and I was like, there's nuggets there.
You asshole. I knew you did that. Because I only ate one nugget because Kayla, my fiance's roommate, had one of the 10-piece nuggets because there was no way we were going to eat all that food right then. And I only had one of the nuggets because I already ate my Big Mac and my fries.
Yeah, I had two.
And I thought to myself, I'm going to take this home and I'm going to eat these delicious nuggets the next day for lunch or a different day. And I open them up and I'm counting them when I'm putting them in the toaster oven. And I'm saying, man, there's something wrong here. I don't remember only having 7 nuggets.
It's 2 chicken nuggets.
And he didn't even comment on it when I said it out loud.
I thought you'd forget about it.
I don't forget, Joe. I'm like an elephant. You should feel bad.
Whatever.
Apologize to me.
Okay.
Apologize. On air. This is like CNN. You got to get up on your soapbox and you got to tell everybody you're sorry for what you did.
Sorry I ate your chicken nuggets.
Apology not accepted. Don't ever touch my food again, you piece of shit. Okay, great. I'm really trying not to use the F word on this podcast. There have been probably at least 10 or 20 times where, like, especially when Joe and I get heated, it just flies out. Yeah. Trying not to. Trying to keep good. Not that I don't think the other words that came out were that great necessarily. But, okay. Sneezing out my ass. Okay.
Sure.
So were you. What did you eat at Jack in the Box that made you do that?
I got a munchie meal.
Oh, God, that's... Literally, it looks like they put diarrhea between 2 toasted buns. Like, half of those... Like, seriously, half of those meals look like I threw up on a bun and then wiped it with my ass. And then it was like,
Yeah, why do you think it's only $6?
Doesn't this look delicious at midnight? You piece of shit.
Why do you think it only costs $6?
Is that how much it costs?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sad. Guess how much that McDonald's Big Mac box cost?
I know how much it cost.
How much?
$13.
Yeah. Think about how much
$12.99.
food that was. That was
plus tax.
I think it was $13.99 actually.
Oh, they raised the price.
And then we had to pay for DoorDash.
Yeah, how much was that? $5, $10?
Oh, I don't remember. But we had like a coupon, I think, or whatever. Yeah.
At that point, why even get the DoorDash? Why don't you just go to some... You know, at that point, like...
It's 11 o'clock at night. I
you go to
can't get
McDonald's because you're like, I'm going to save money because it's McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
So, like, why not just get something else? If you're not...
We couldn't. It was 11 o'clock at night.
Chili's? Like, I don't know.
What part of it was 11 o'clock? It was like 11:20. It's not like it was 10:50 and we could like maybe get something somewhere else. It was 11 o'clock at night.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
On like a Friday.
Yeah, everyone's to go open on Sunday.
No. Wait, it was on Monday. Yeah.
That's different.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, aside from fast food...
Okay.
Sorry I ate your nuggets.
Good, you should be. I'll accept this for now.
Yeah, for now. Sure.
You owe me 2 nuggets. I don't care how I get them, but I want them.
Okay.
I'll dig it out of your shit later if I have to.
That's disgusting.
Not going to eat them.
I'm starting to hope nobody listens to this.
Not going to eat them.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What were you going to say? Quit playing with the ice. They're going to be able to hear you on that.
All right.
Do you know podcast etiquette?
Yeah, sure.
Clearly not. That's why we need a new co-host. Really, if you want to join the podcast, he doesn't even have to know about it. Just hit me up with Papa Ferguson on Instagram or Ferg_the_first on Twitter. He won't have any idea. I won't tell him. We'll just edit him out whenever the podcast is over, though. Okay.
You done?
What was the question you were going to ask, though?
Oh, I just want to stop talking about poop.
Why?
Because it's weird. Poop's
we
weird.
Literally talk about poop all the time. This podcast is just supposed to be what we normally talk about.
I know. Okay, fine.
Okay.
You want to talk
what do you want to talk about, Joe? Since my topics aren't good enough for you, since you're so much better than me, Mr. Pretentious.
Well, we could talk about the effect of tariffs on China's economy. No,
I would legitimately rather kill myself.
Yeah, I know you would. I could do it for you.
No. That's not me killing myself then, Joe. It's not fun. Go ahead.
It's fun for me.
No, all right. Then. We live together. I'm a little worried now. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about, Joe? Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
Way to come prepared for the show, Joe.
Yeah. So Dave Chappelle was good.
Oh, yeah. We really didn't talk about the show that much.
Good. It was a good show.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, look at that.
I wish I could say...
Look at that full circle, ladies and gentlemen. We just went full circle on this.
I wish that I was famous enough to just be able to say whatever I wanted. And, you know, he says he drops the N-word. He drops the...
Well, I mean, he's black.
But he drops the F word and he's not gay. Not
with
that
the T.
F word.
The one with the T at the end. Yeah.
He says whatever he wants, you know. He's just like, you know, he makes fun of trans people. He makes fun of...
Oh, yeah. He has no fear. He has no fear
awesome,
about that stuff.
You know,
Here's the thing. You could do the same exact thing. It's just you'll never get famous.
No.
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle at this point is so famous, they can't touch him. And if they do, he doesn't care. He has like $300 million.
I wish. He has like $100 million.
No.
You're going to Google his net worth right now?
I got a freaking... Joe comes out here with all these BS facts. We have this buddy named Dean who, like, he'll give you a fact and then he'll give you a fake one 2 seconds later. So we call those Dean facts. Joe's giving me a Dean fact right now.
Sure.
Okay.
He's not worth $300 million, dude.
He's not worth 100 either.
Do you think he's worth less?
He didn't take...
$50 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
$50 million contract for the Dave Chappelle thing. How much do you think Netflix paid him for all of those different things? Tons of money. Monies. I just said monies.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle net worth. What?
How much? $42 million.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, this site says
you say that's it. Like, if you didn't have $42 million, you'd be wearing $12,000 suits and working your Supremes and be driving around a Lamborghini.
You literally sound like a grandpa right now. You wouldn't be wearing your $12,000 suits and wearing your Supremes. I don't know why I just sounded like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo there for a second. But they're saying that he's one of the richest comedians in the world.
Who's richer than him?
Oh, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has like $300 million.
Probably,
not even a joke.
Kevin Hart has but he does movies.
Yeah, but Jerry Seinfeld too. Jerry Seinfeld's worth almost $1 billion. He's like $900 million or something.
$1 billion. Yeah.
What's the name of the dude who made Seinfeld?
Larry David.
Yeah, he's worth $1 billion.
Yeah, he's probably worth a lot.
But the Dave Chappelle special. I watched the majority of it. Still have about 15 minutes left. I'm gonna watch it when I get home. Here's the review, because this is every show. I want us to at least give like one solid review about something that we've watched.
Sure.
That, you know, we can say, is it worth it? That's the whole point of this show.
Well, that's an easy one.
You come here for a lot of other things, obviously. Like, we just like to have fun here. But we do want you to, like, know what you should watch sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's why we want you to reach out to us and tell us what, like, hey, what did you think about this thing? And if we haven't seen it, we'll watch it. And we'll let you know what we think. Because this is just like if you're asking one of your friends, like, hey, what'd you think of that?
And I don't have friends, so I mean, it would be nice if you asked me.
So he would love that. Yeah. He doesn't have anyone. Yeah. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Help this poor little puppy. You ever seen those Sarah McLachlan commercials where, like, in the arms of an angel?
That stuff.
Okay, now look at the camera. In the arms of an angel. For just 2 comments a month, this poor little boy can feel like he has friends. Okay, so Dave Chappelle's always worth it.
Sure.
We know that.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Yeah.
You and
Not even a question.
Oh, for sure. He completely revolutionized the whole sketch comedy, genre. Like, SNL obviously did it first.
Yeah.
But then after that, he was like a one-man show. Like, he literally did the Chappelle Show, and then when he left,
Key and Peele started.
Key and Peele
showed up, yeah.
So now everybody tries to do this like sketch comedy type stuff now, but Dave Chappelle basically revolutionized it. Where he was a lot more edgy than like Saturday Night Live and all that stuff. Like, that was like the era of like, so South Park and Family Guy were like getting crazy then.
Sure.
So like they could just do whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
And so Dave Chappelle was like, so can I. And I'm not a cartoon. I'm a real person. I'll show you my face and you'll know who I am. And I'm going to say whatever I want. And he's been doing that for years. Like, years. And that's the thing about this Netflix special that we're talking about is, like, this guy, said literally everything that there is no way you're able to...
You can't say any part of what he said. I mean,
there's no way.
Yeah.
And that's respectable in one aspect, but like, I guess when it comes to comedy, and I want you to chime in on this a little bit. Like, when it comes to comedy, I understand there are no limits, or there are limits. Okay? How can you have something, like, because you can't just define the terms for everyone. You know what I mean? You can't say, this is off limits for everyone.
No, you have to say...
you have to say that everything's off limits,
you have
right?
to say
everything's on limits.
Is on limits because comedy isn't serious. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. So, you know, you got to be able to laugh at R. Kelly, and that's what he's doing, or Michael Jackson. All these horrible people who did horrible things.
If you don't laugh at it, you'll cry at it.
He's just trying to be funny, and that's fine. He's a comedian. That's the comedian's
That's literally
job.
what he gets paid for.
His job is to make jokes about Louis C.K. masturbating in front of women.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I guess one of the things...
Even though that's horrible. Yeah.
And one of the funniest jokes that he had on there was, I have two impressions. It was like right at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And he talked about one of them. I won't ruin the first one, but the second one was, oh man...
I'm gonna ruin you do anything.
If you
bad,
did anything 10 or 15 years ago, I'm gonna ruin your life. F you, man. And he's like, who was that? And the audience is like
Trump.
Yeah, that you could hear the audience. They were saying like Trump. And he's like, no, that's y'all. He's like, I hate all of you guys. He's like, I hate performing in front of you. Yeah. Like, you're the worst.
And that's this.
And they were cracking up.
Yeah.
Because it's funny and it's true.
Yeah. And the outrage mob is on him now.
Yeah.
Now they're all like, oh, Dave Chappelle's canceled. He's terrible.
They can't cancel him. He's uncancelable.
They can't take a joke. And it's not just the left. It's not just the right. Yeah. It's everyone. People don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
People can't take a joke over what they believe or what they take seriously.
Oh, not at all.
You have to just be able to say, all right, we're not going to take it seriously. We're just going to laugh.
The minute you let somebody's opinion about your opinion bother you is the minute you lose.
Yeah.
Like, God.
There was a controversy on Twitter because some professor went on Twitter and called a New York Times writer a bedbug. And the writer emails the professor, CC's his provost, his boss, and is like, yo, why'd you call me a bedbug? And people are like...
Did he get fired? I hope
the guy,
not.
no. The New York Times writer ended up deleting his Twitter because everyone was like, you're so dumb. Why are you upset that somebody called you a bedbug?
Yeah.
Who cares?
You gotta have a thicker skin than that. Yeah.
Why do you care about somebody else's opinion about you?
Man, that's sad.
Yeah. And that's just... People care about that stuff way too much.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Dave Chappelle doesn't care.
No, and that's why we love him as a comedian. Like, honestly, like, from a pure comedy standpoint, I would say if you want to watch it, like, if it is hard for you to watch, like, vulgar things or, like, things where it can be cringeworthy at different points just because he's talking about some really sensitive subjects that, like, if you can't watch that type of stuff, this isn't your show.
Yeah.
This
Go
is
watch
not
Dora
your
the
show.
Explorer or something.
Yeah, like that. You don't like watch some other clean comedian on Netflix, which is fine if you want to do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch this. Mm-hmm. I just happen to think he's hilarious, and I think it was a really good special. I don't think it was as good as some of his other ones.
No, I think Equanimity is probably
better. No, I think exactly. Some of his previous ones, if you haven't seen those, check those out. Dave Chappelle is my favorite comedian, so I'm pretty biased when it comes to this, but. That's my 2 cents. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, though, from compared to like his other stand-ups that I've seen, I'd probably put this at like a 7.
Yeah, it's good.
I thought it was good.
It's good. You watch it.
Yeah,
you watch it any day of the week. I mean,
of course,
that's the first thing that's on your queue. I mean, you're like, what am I going to watch? Oh, I got to watch Dave Chappelle because it's back. You know?
Yeah,
and you don't regret watching it. You're not like, oh, I wasted my time. It's funny. It's good stuff. And you haven't even finished it.
And I guess that's the point with a lot of these reviews that we're going to give and a lot of our own input is most of you were thinking just like us. Like, is this thing even worth it? Like, am I going to feel like I wish I had that time back? I don't wish that I had my time back.
I've watched it twice now, and it was worth it.
Yeah, he watched it for the second time with me and still had just as much fun, still thought it was just as funny. Like, that doesn't change. So, I don't know. I think it was totally worth it. I hope he does another one. I'm really not sure. I know I didn't get to watch. There was that secret thing at the end that apparently after the credits roll, you know how Netflix has like something queued up for you automatically for the next thing? Basically, there's like a bonus stand-up session right after it. Is it a whole session?
No, it's just like a Q&A.
Oh, really? It's a Q&A.
It's just a Q&A from the audience.
I mean, that's
from a different show.
Oh, it's not even from the one in Atlanta where it was filmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
So
it's totally worth it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But
it's better than most of the other garbage Netflix puts out. Their original movies or their shows that nobody likes, you know.
Well, did you see that they apparently lost subscriptions for like the first time ever on the platform this past quarter or whatever when their numbers came out?
Sure. Yeah.
That probably has a lot to do with that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's just for every one good show that they have,
there's like 10 bad ones.
And there's good ones. There's still good ones.
Yeah.
But there's just also some really bad ones.
Yeah. All right. I think that's probably a good place to leave off this time. Go ahead and give your Twitter and Instagram so that people can...
I don't go on Instagram, so don't do anything there.
Don't even bother.
My Twitter is at JoeSetyon. Follow me, at Joe Setyon.
Okay. And follow me at Papa Ferguson, Papa spelled Poppa, Ferguson, Ferguson. That's on Instagram. Twitter is Ferg_the_first, FIRST. Go ahead, hit us up. Ask us questions.
Yeah. Our DMs are open.
Yeah, we would love to know some of the things that you'd like for us to talk about. If you ask us a question about like how we feel about a movie or how we even feel about like characters and plots,
and if we haven't seen it, we'll go watch it and tell you.
Yeah. We just want this to be sort of like interactive. We want this to feel like you're having a conversation with your friends.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't like that? You know, it doesn't have to be something serious. We don't have to make this like a prim and proper type of podcast. We don't care about that. We're just trying to have fun with this, just like you guys are probably trying to.
And we don't have friends,
it.
So you know it's good.
All right,
hopefully
speak for yourself.
Yeah, I don't have friends, so it's nice. It's fine. To hopefully have more.
But all right, till next time. This is the first installment of Is It Worth It?
Yeah.
Let us know if we were worth it.
Don't, unless it's bad, then don't tell us.
Yeah, don't tell us. Joe's really sensitive. Don't hurt his feelings. I love that he talked about how Dave Chappelle can say whatever he wants and that people shouldn't be able to get mad and like that they should have thick skin, but he'll get really sad, so don't say anything bad or mean. Say it to me though, and then I'll tell him. He does a lot better when I give him the constructive criticism. All right, anyway, we're out. Bye guys.